If you look at the budget over the past couple of years, the expenditure on education has been very stagnant. In the coming 10-20 years, we have to look at education, healthcare, and welfare. Now, for 20 years, we have seen 2.5 times in welfare, 1.4 times in healthcare, and only 1.1 times for education. Of course, we have to take into account inflation. Why is it that the expenditure increase in education is so small? Now, in this budget, it is to put resources to support the initiatives in the policy address. Now, there are not many initiatives regarding education in the policy address anyway. Let me put this to the FS. In terms of education expenditure, you know a lot about education, Mr. Financial Secretary. Is it the case that you don't attach sufficient importance to education, or is it the case that we don't really need to make any more improvement in education, and that's why you're not devoting more resources, or are there other reasons why you're not devoting Financial Secretary? I am very concerned about education myself. Because education is some sort of an equalizer. Because with education, we can put everybody on the same starting point in the competitive process. And this is terribly important. In the coming 10-20 years, we do need to have high value-added education in order to deal with the new things, the new technologies, and so on. Education remains one of the largest areas, taking up 22% of the total pie of expenditure, and this is a pretty large figure. Now we're looking at a large base figure, and you might come up with different statistics. Now, for welfare, despite all the increase, is standing at only 18%. Mr. Yip, well, you talked about an equalizer or high value-added education. These are wonderful and incredible concepts, but in the budget, how can we achieve that in the budget? FS. Well, this year, of course, we have to follow the policies of the Education Bureau. But if you refer to para 159, we do have new initiatives for universities and new initiatives for secondary schools and so on.